money to get that done. And what we are doing is we are doing a fundraiser with Diesel House Coffee Roasters, which means that you're going to have to sell something, but these gentlemen here, Todd and Jay, are going to tell you exactly what you have to do. So good luck.
Good afternoon, guys. How you doing? All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a little bit of a description of who we are and what products are going to sell. I'm going to go over the brochure so that you understand, what it is you're taking out to sell with. The summary page and an order form, okay, so you know how to fill that out. And most importantly, everybody sees that we have some prizes up here. I'm going to tell you how you can win some pretty cool prizes as well, okay? So first of all, we are Diesel House Coffee Roasters. We're a new coffee roastery out of Bracebridge. Does anybody know where Bracebridge is? Yeah. Yeah? Up in Muskoka? All right. We have, we produce fresh roasted coffee right out of Bracebridge. We provide it to markets, grocery stores, cafes, restaurants, our primary customers, and one of our core businesses is fundraising. We've done several campaigns, several initiatives up in Muskoka and in the surrounding area, and we've had some great success, and so that has kind of developed our whole fundraising program, and we've started to expand it into the city. Now, in terms of markets and grocery stores and where you can find our product, you can find it in, actually in Mississauga, we're in quite a few of the markets. Cousins, Battaglia's, Michelangelo's is just to name a few places where you can find it right in Mississauga. So, what the coffees that we offer is you're going to be selling two different things, coffee and tea, okay? So, you're selling 1 pound bags of coffee, okay? They are available in both ground or whole beans. So on the order form, what I'm going to show you, they have an option to choose ground or whole bean coffee, okay? You're also going to be selling fair trade organic tea, okay? It's a high-end premium tea, available in several flavors as well. So one of the key points about the products you're selling, both the coffee and the tea, is that it's fair trade organic, okay? The premise behind fair trade certified, first of all, is that we pay a higher price. We pay a premium for the coffee, okay, and for the tea to create a more sustainable living environment in the countries where the coffee is grown, okay? So most of the coffee and tea are grown in destitute third world countries where poverty is the norm, and the farmers there typically work for very little money. So from a fair trade perspective, we pay a higher rate so they can pay fair wages, create safer, better working conditions for the people working on the farms, and it ties into the whole social responsibility aspect that's very important nowadays, looking after our planet, okay? The other piece of that is organic. Organic means that all the coffees and teas are grown without using pesticides or herbicides, no chemicals, okay? Again, very important for the environment. So, I'm going to just touch on the brochure. Everybody, as mentioned, as Jason mentioned, everybody's going to get a brochure, okay, in your report card package to take out and use this to sell the product, okay? So on the brochure, you just flip down there, Jay, please. It gives you a breakdown, okay, of what coffees we're selling, okay? So we've got 8 different fair trade organic coffees that you're going to sell. We've got 2 espressos, and we've got 6 teas, okay? Just broken out there very plainly for you. At the bottom, there's a little descriptor, okay, that talks about fair trade and organic, so don't expect you to remember what I just told you about fair trade organic. You got it right there in the brochure, so you can reiterate that to whoever's buying the coffee or the tea. It's important. It's an important point, okay? You guys are selling this product for a good cause, for your cause, but also, so people know that the money's going to your cause. It's also going to a good cause in terms of making sure that the people that produce it get a fair wage and a nice working environment, okay? The brochure also touches on where does your money go, okay? You can explain to them the money's going to a basketball court. You need to raise a certain amount of money. I think it's $6,000 in order to be able to upgrade your basketball courts here, so you want to make sure that you're letting people know that that's what you're raising the money for. On the back of the brochure, it just gives you some talking points. It talks about who we are, as I just mentioned, Diesel House Coffee Roasters, where we come from, and just gives you a little bit more information on who we are in the program itself. Okay? The next thing I want to touch on is the order form. Okay, there's a couple of important points on the order form itself. So everybody's going to get a summary page, a summary order sheet. You're going to put your name at the top, put your school on there, put your teacher's name, okay? Because when we package this, whatever you sell, when we package it up, it's going to come back individually packaged per student, and it's going to go to your teacher's class, okay? So it's important that we have that information on there. Make sure that if people are paying with a check, they make the check payable to your school. Okay, so it's got to be payable to the Queen Elizabeth School. Don't make it.
The order forms are already pre-stamped with your school.
Okay,
just make sure you reiterate that it's to be made out if it's by check to your school.
Okay, that's great. Cash is good too, right? Take cash. The most important thing of this is get the money up front. Okay, so when you take the order, make sure that you get the money. Make sure you get a check or cash up front. Don't try and circle back and catch up with them. If they want you to come back and take the order, but get the money up front. Okay? Otherwise, it just muddies the waters and it's hard to collect it afterwards. Okay? Order form is very simple. Name of the person who purchased it, phone number, address, and then you're just going to go across and you can see 1 pound coffee, either ground or whole bean. You can either check if you're only getting 1 pound, or put in there if they want 2 pounds of something. You can, put the number in there, and it's just clearly marked. And then you're going to check off at the very end of the order form that you have collected the money in either check form or cash. Okay. I'm going to flip over to the countdown goal board. So, the most important part, I think, what everybody here is going to be most excited about is the prizes that are available, okay? So what we do is you can see the prizes we have up here. This is just a sample, okay? Just a sample of the prizes that you can win. We've given away all kinds of things. iPhones, iPods, iPad. We've given all kinds of great gifts away, great prizes. These are just a sample. The amount of prizes that are up here depends on you as a group, collectively, okay? So there's a couple of key points here. In order to win something, have an opportunity to win something, you got to collect ballots, okay? So we use a ballot system based on number of units, okay? So you can see up here, 5 units sold equals 1 ballot. So units means coffee and tea. So any combination of coffee and tea equals a unit. So 3 pounds of coffee and 2 boxes of tea, 5 units, okay? So the more units you sell as a whole, the more ballots you get in the box, the better your opportunity is to win. Okay? The one caveat to this is the student or the person who sells the most units gets to come up to the prize table first and pick. They don't have to wait for the name to be picked. The person who sells the most units gets first choice at the prize table. Okay? So you circumvent the whole system. You get to walk up front and pick whatever's up there. Okay? So it's a good deal, and it's a good motivator to sell the most, but even if you don't sell the most, you still have a great opportunity to win, so it's important that you get it in there. I'm going to take questions at the very end, okay? If you can just hold on for 1 sec. And we're coming to the end. Can you just scroll down for 1 sec, please? Sorry. Right to the bottom. There we go. So school-wide prize levels. So this kind of shows you, as collectively as a school, okay, how many prizes would be available up here based on how you do collectively as a group. Okay. So 250 units sold as a whole would equal 3 prizes, and you can see the other end of the spectrum. 1,500 units equals 15 prizes, and so on and so forth. Okay. The more you sell, the better the prizes, the bigger the prizes, the better the prizes, and the more prizes are up here. Okay? In terms of selling the coffee and the tea, I have a question for you. Whose parents drink coffee or tea? Raise your hand. And probably, yes, we're at the age now where some of you in here probably drink coffee and tea. Whose grandparents drink coffee and tea? Aunts and uncles. Parents' friends. Neighbors. You get the picture. So, we're quieting out and almost done. So you see how easy it is, just with that little exercise we just did, you just sold 5 units. That's how simple it was. Just by going to those people that you know, you've sold a minimum of 5 units. Okay? Now, I had the question beforehand, what if somebody wants to buy more than 1 unit, or more than 1 pound of coffee as an example? How do they keep it fresh? There's a couple things you want to tell them. They can freeze it, okay? That does work. Put it in a tin, keep it sealed, keep it airtight. It's that simple, okay? Freezing or keeping it away from the air will keep it fresh for an extended period of time. If somebody wants to purchase more than just 1 pound at a time, okay? So you're going to have opportunities where, people are going to buy multiple units off them. It's good to give away for gifts, dinner parties. There's all kinds of, and here's the reality. Coffee is a replacement product. Everybody drinks it.